Hey, Linda. Yeah, as you know, if you watched last week's, I bought four of those things, and for some reason, when I ordered them all at the same time, but three of them got set up for delivery at my home, and the fourth one was a pickup at the store. And so the other three are actually out in the front yard already because I installed them the night I got them. But the fourth one, after I got done installing the first three, I went and picked it up. By the time I got back, it was a little too late to install it. So. It's there today, but I'm going to put it out in the yard after the live stream. Hello, Bill. Hello, Bob. Hi, Diana. Hello, Rose. Rose is in Colorado. Diane's in California. Bite is enjoying the brush. Good afternoon, Susan or Suzanne. Dry as a bone in Colorado. Yeah, it's a little dry here too, although they're predicting maybe some rain tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. I hope it does. You going out vlogging or going out jogging? What was that? Tickled your nose with a brush and you sneezed. Yeah, that place was amazing. I mean, I was really surprised. They had a couple pictures on Roadside America of it, but it didn't really uh, do justice to what was there. I mean, they described it as being bigger than the pictures, but I was really surprised when I got there and saw what was there. And you're right, he and Kenny would have a lot to talk about. Yeah, so a lot of intricate work. He must have spent years doing all that. Now he's over here. Oh, and I hear the other one. There's the other one coming down the hall, sneaking up on us. Yeah, a lot of intricate work. You don't even get the idea of it from the video. There was so much. I mean, I could have spent an hour there. I could have spent several hours there. Yeah, I haven't gotten a tree this year. I don't usually do one inside. I got a little live one last year, but it died in the winter storm. So I'll probably get one at some point, but I just haven't found the right one yet. Well, there was actually a couple of places that Jordan went that it reminded me of. We've been talking about Robo Lights down in Palm Springs with what Kenny, and but there was also that Randyland place that had all the lights. That was more in the LA area. Going to use the GoPro, Sony camera, and the phone to get a lot of footage. That's cool. Yeah. So you're doing a vlog, huh? When you're talking about a fun run, I was wondering maybe if autocorrect turned vlog into jog or jog into vlog or something like that. A little windy outside, and it's like It looks like it's snowing outside, but it's just leaves coming out of the trees. So what am I getting Black Dot for Christmas? I'm going to drink some vodka in your honor. Cheers. All right, I'm glad you appreciate that, Black Dot. That was just for you. Motorcycle toy run. That sounds cool. I just think of what you're thinking about. It was outside, it was stone, and had toilets and crazy stuff. I mean, that could very well have been Robo Lights, but because I think there were toilets and all sorts of crazy stuff there. Look, search Robo Lights and see if that's what you're talking about, or if it's something else. Because I know Jordan went there a couple times, and I went there one or two times too. No, we're going to lose Bill right off the bat. He's got to go off and do his fun run and toy run. That sounds like fun, though. Okay, so it wasn't Robo Lights. All right. Yeah, I don't remember what other one. Maybe, I wonder if it was one I went along with or not. Something way different. All right. Yeah, I end up with chapped lips a lot too. It's because I'm wearing these masks at work all the time, and so my lips get used to kind of warm, moist air all the time. And then when I'm out of the mask, then I have to deal with that. I had to put on some chapstick right before I started the live stream. How's our weather today? It's supposed to get into the upper 70s, but right now it's kind of windy and overcast. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said a couple minutes ago, I was looking out the window and it looked like it was snowing outside, but it's just leaves blowing out of the trees. And there she is, making her appearance before she goes and hides in her bedroom for the rest of the live stream. Right, Nibble? I can't get her to come running with the sound of the kitty treats the way I can with Bite. And he startled himself and delayed his response because he knocked the brush off the couch when he jumped off, and Nibble got that one. It's a matter of surprising him so he doesn't know it's coming. That way Nibble has a fair chance of getting it. Got an inch of snow in Minnesota. That sounds like fun. I like it when it snows here. We don't generally get a whole lot of it. Last year was kind of a weird situation. Maybe one of those one time in 50 year storms. But I don't know. The two winters I've been here so far, it's snowed both times. The first year, you may recall, it just we got a little dusting of snow overnight, and I was so excited about that. And then, of course, what happened last year was just really weird. So hopefully, we'll get a little again this year. It's enough where it becomes fun, but not enough where you say, "Oh man, I'm so sick of the snow." Even last year wasn't too bad. It was obvious that people in Texas don't know how to deal with that kind of snow because the whole place just shut down. You like the ceiling outlet in the garage? Yeah, like I said, that's been an issue that I've been thinking about for a long time. I just had a plug in there, and every time I wanted to turn on the lights, I'd have to reach up and plug it in, and it just got to the point where it's kind of a pain. So that just seemed like a good option. I do get a lot of rain. I love that. I've if you watch these vlogs and live streams at all, you know that. No complaints about the rain. Time for some more vodka. Watched a past vlog. I had a couple years when I found the cats. Was it my cats or was it those cats that I found in my backyard in the apartment? Shouldn't they be starting on the kitchen? Well, there's been a little bit of a delay on that. I was really, really upset. Apparently, I because when I first placed the order, about a few days after I placed the order, I got a call from the scheduler confirming that everything was had been that the order had been placed and everything was a go. And at the time, they estimated that the install date would be about December 10th. And so I figured, okay, that's good. They also said at the time that they'd keep up to date with me and they'd contact me every couple of weeks just to make sure everything was still going, according to plan. Well, I didn't hear from them since. And so that started concerning me last week. And I decided to run down there and see what was going on. Well, the person that I'd been talking with wasn't in the office that day, but there was a manager. Her manager was there, and he got on the phone and contacted the company that was making the cabinets, and apparently they hadn't even started yet. And apparently, what happened? There's a whole bunch of different cabinets and stuff like that, and apparently they didn't have one of the parts. And so, rather than working on the rest of the order, they just paused the order. Now, remember, I was told they needed 3 months to do this because of staffing issues and supply chain issues and stuff like that. And so, as of last week, they'd had almost 3 months to do it. They hadn't done anything. And so, I mean, I was really, really upset. I was almost ready to just cancel the order until, till till Lowe's that's it. I'm done with you guys. Because you remember I've had bad experience with Lowe's before, and I was really upset, and the guy was really, seemed to be trying to do something about it. He says, "Well, I'm going to stay on top of them, and I'll get back to you in a couple of days." Well, he called me on Friday, I think, and basically said that everything is sort of on track. They're going to put a rush on the order, get it processed as quickly as possible, and that they should be done on the 10th. It won't be delivered to my place on the 10th. It'll probably be a week after, but We'll see. I don't know. The whole issue. I'm not going to blame I'm going to partly blame the company that's making the cabinets, but you know what? The deal was I went to Lowe's to get them to manage the project. It was their vendor, and if I hadn't bothered to go in and check up on them last week, I wouldn't have found out until December 10th came and went. Nothing happened. So, I'm still really upset with Lowe's because it's their job to manage this thing, and they dropped the ball. They didn't know that there was a problem until I called and until I stopped in and said, "Hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you. Are we still on track?" So I don't know. We'll see. When did the Christmas lights go up? Christmas lights went up a couple weeks ago. This one hasn't gone up yet because I ordered four of them from Home Depot, and for some reason, three of them got set up to be delivered to my home, and the fourth one was an in-store pickup. And I ordered them all at the same time. Thought I went through the same process for all of them, but for some reason, that one there ended up in-store pickup. So while I got the other three up in the trees and look fantastic, by the way, um, this one, by the time I got it picked up from the store and all that, it was, too late to do anything. It was dark out, and I didn't want to be on a ladder up in a tree. It's dark out. So I think I'll put that one up today. But I figured I'd share it with you today. That one, they're all really beautiful. I love them. They look great. I got like four different colors, and so they look great. They look fantastic in the trees. They throw up a lot of light. You don't realize how bright those things are, but you can see how much it's like lighting up the ceiling around it. So, like I said, very happy with them. A little bit of a pain getting them, but that's okay. No, I agree with you, Linda. That's this may still be the end of me and Lowe's. I mean, I was pretty much over Lowe's, after their first two strikes with me. You may recall when I first moved into the house, uh, they blew it twice with me. First time I bought a bought the washer and dryer and the barbecue, and they were quoting, despite the fact they had the thing in stock, all the stuff in stock, they were quoting 10 days to deliver it. And it's like, wait, that's crazy. I ended up going and getting a, a, um, a rental truck and just bringing the stuff home that way myself rather than deal with it. And then the second one, I remember I went and bought a lawnmower, riding lawnmower with them, and that was another long, long delay to get it delivered. And in that case, I didn't really have a way because there's no way I could get a lawnmower into the back of a U-Haul truck. So I elected to let them deliver that one, and the delivery date came and went, and it didn't show up. And a couple days after it was supposed to be delivered, I went over there, and they lost my order, and then didn't even take the basic efforts to remedy the situation. Once again, they had the thing in stock, and what they could have easily done if they were interested in remedying the situation would be just, I'm sorry, we'll get it to you first thing tomorrow morning. That's the next time our trucks go out. But no, they put me at the end of the list. And so it was going to be another 10 days and the possibility that they'd lose my order again. So at that point, I just canceled the order. I went and bought my lawnmower at Home Depot. They had it delivered the next day. So, well, that was two strikes. And I mean, at the time, I kind of vowed I wasn't going to do business with Lowe's anymore. But, Home Depot couldn't do the cabinets and all that. But so I kind of settled for Lowe's, and I thought they were on the right track. Things seemed to be going well, but then they've blown it again. Things happen at both Home Depot and Lowe's. Customer service isn't consistent. See, I've never had the problem with Home Depot. And I've done business with Home Depot for decades, and every time, most of the time, I just I go buy something and I bring it home myself. But, even the times where I've, needed to have them deliver something, they've been perfectly on schedule every time. In fact, you may remember when I bought those retaining wall bricks to build around the planters along the patio out there. I ordered like half a pallet, and apparently at the time they had like an overstock of these bricks. So they said, you know what? Rather than tearing the pallet apart, we're just going to give you a whole pallet for the cost of the half a pallet. So, I mean, like I said, my experience with Home Depot has always been fantastic. It's just been Lowe's has blown it over and over and over again. I mean, I like some of the stuff they got. They have a little bit more. They're a little bit more artsy fartsy, I think, than Home Depot is. But at least, and if I am going to go there and I'm going to pick something up myself, then that might be an option. But yeah, I know. I halfway thought, well, at the time, if they came back and says we're going to have to start the order over again, it'll be another 3 months. I would have canceled the order. But since they're only talking about a 1 week delay, you know what? I'll give them a shot. And if they blow it again, then we'll make another decision. Because at that point, we're talking December 17th, which means I probably won't get them installed until after the new year. So I don't know. We'll see. Hi Ruth, how are you? I'm doing good. Well, yeah, the cabinet thing, that was a blow it on so many different levels because, like I said, I hired Lowe's to manage the job to make sure that everything was happening. And and yes, okay, the cabinet maker, you know, put the order on hold and didn't tell anyone, but Lowe's didn't figure it out either. And apparently they put it on order almost immediate or on hold almost immediately, and didn't bother to contact Lowe's, and Lowe's didn't bother to contact them. It's a mess. Like the decoration behind me, yeah, that's one of the. If you were here last week, I showed you pictures of these little light up sprite things that I got, and that's one of them. The other three are in the trees out front. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, David. Three strikes and you're out. All I can say is they better do a fantastic job from here on out. Or bite around here. Oh, there's nibble over there. Yeah, Mike Holmes. You're right. Mike Holmes goes to Home Depot too. Of course, that might just because of the name. Change their name to Holmes Depot. Hey, you. Now, now, now. Well, I mean, yeah. At this point, too, I figured, I could give them a few days to, you know, store the stuff here and leave it in the garage and just park the car outside. But if it comes on the 17th and then we're talking middle of January before they can even install it, then they're going to have to hold on to it because I'm not going to keep my car outside for a whole month while they get off their tail and get over here and install it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't have any place to put it, so it's not going in the living room. I'll tell you that. I looked all over the place I went to half a dozen places trying to find somebody in the Waco area that could do it. You know, there's wholesalers here that sell it, but then you got to get your own contractors, and you never know if the contractor knows what they're doing or going to make it worse. I've watched enough homes on homes and fixer upper shows to know that, you know, a lot of these contractors are crooked. They don't know what they're doing, or they do things you know, cheap. You know, I want somebody to do it and make it look right. You know, at least with Lowe's, you know, it's a big company. I can go after them. You know, it's not somebody that's going to disappear if they screw me over. You want a belly rub? We got a request for a belly rub. You up for that? Huh? Come on. Let's do a belly rub. Oh, you're reluctant to be grabbed at first, but you know you love it. It's a big belly too, isn't it? Wish you could see the fur flying. It's everywhere. All right. Belly rub's over. Now let's get all the fur off my nose. Hmm. Oh, you're right. Yeah. And if they blow it too much, I'm going to ask them to discount it. I am trying to stay steady at the helm, but you know, there's a reason I went to Lowe's and just didn't do this myself, and that's so I didn't have to do this myself. You know, I need somebody that knows what they're doing, you know, and the design that they made looks fantastic, but doesn't do any good if they're not managing their contractors. What kind of shirt am I wearing? I'm wearing my David Omen shirt. It's that house on Cielo Drive, a couple houses down from the Manson murder house. What do I hope Santa gets me for Christmas? Well, I talked to Santa Mom and got a couple ideas. I was actually, when I was out wandering around, actually, somebody last week recommended that I go to Big Lots and see if when I was talking about looking for something like this, they recommended going to Big Lots. And when I was at Big Lots, they didn't really have anything that I was looking for, but there was a Barnes and Nobles right next door to them. I went in there, and while I was kind of wandering around, I found a really kind of a cool picture book about a local photographer here in Waco named Gildersleeve. I mean, if you've watched any of my like historical vlogs where I have historical pictures, those are a lot of Gildersleeve photos. And there's a big picture book that, you know, like coffee table book that well, he didn't produce. He's been dead for 50 years, but that had been produced of his pictures. And I found that, and I think I asked my mom for one of those, so she's going to get me one of that. And you also recall a couple weeks ago, I was at that Christmas Expo thing, and I noticed that they had some like good cutlery in there, and I kind of gave a subtle hint to my mom that that would be a good Christmas present. She always likes, we a lot of times, when I do Christmas presents, it's like I'd like a gift card or something, and she'll do that, but she likes to be able to wrap things up, and she likes, for me to be able to have something to open. And so, um, those are things that that I'd like to have that I can open and stuff like that. So we'll see. Do I feel that David Omen is kind of fake, or does he believes there's ghosts in his house? I don't know whether he believes it or not. I don't believe it. Everything that I've seen, I can explain other ways. There's this one little area where down like in the basement, his house is built in the side of a hill, and so there's like three levels to the house, and the lower level is one end of the house is literally right up against the side of the rock on the hill, and he's kind of built some like cheesy stuff there flooring in order to, and he's using that like as a wine cellar. And at one point, he said that somebody was in there and a bunch of wine bottles jumped off of the wine rack he had in there. Well, the floor that he put in there is kind of rickety and it isn't built really well. And if you step on one part of the floor the other part of the floor kind of jumps up a little bit. And that could very easily, if somebody stepped in the wrong area, that's very easily could have thrown wine bottles out of the rack or stuff like that. There's other places where he says that he feels drafts or breezes in the house. Well, like I said, he's right up against the rock on the hill, and that doesn't surprise me that happens. And then on the upper floor, he's got all these like little figurines, like Beetlejuice figurines and stuff like that, on his fish tank. And he says from time to time those fall over. Well, he's in earthquake country. That can happen. And also the house, like I said, it's built into the side of the hills. And so he's got pylons going into the ground and then beams coming out and sitting on the pylons. Well, the pylons are 10 feet apart. If you happen to jump in one part of it, you could literally warp the floor in another part, which could be enough to make stuff fall over. So I don't know. I didn't see anything there that I couldn't explain. Now, I don't know. Maybe if I saw some of the stuff, that he claims to have seen, maybe, but I don't know. I tend to be a skeptic and I want to see it before I believe it. Jordan brought a friend of his over there after I visited, and she claimed that she felt somebody pull her hair while she was in there. And David Oman made the connection. He's like, "Oh, Jay Sebring, he was a stylist, and he was one of the murder victims." So I don't know. How's the plant on the tree stump? They're doing good. They're doing very well. Yeah, I guess I kind of lean that way too, Suzanne. I've never seen anything that I can't explain. And so until I see something that can't possibly exist or couldn't possibly have happened any other way, you know, I'm always going to make the argument that it could be anything else. You saw some plants in the background of the house, could be marijuana plants. It wouldn't surprise me. Am I getting a Christmas tree? I'm not going to get a full size one. If I get one, I'll get a little one. Like I did last year. Remember, I had a little one. I put it outside right before we had that big freeze, and it died in the big freeze. So you like the light switches? Yeah, that was like I said. I went for I've been in this place for a year and a half now, and those lights were one of the first things that went into the house, and it was and I've been just pulling the plug on them every time, and that was a pain. I didn't really know how to do it, and like I said, I just kind of sat up in bed about a week ago and was like, oh, that's how I'm going to do it. Where are Bite and Nibble? They were down here a little bit, but I don't see either of them right now. You like the hanging light? Yeah, that's one of the Christmas lights I got for the trees outside. You may recall we were talking about that last week, and I ordered those from Home Depot. You couldn't, they didn't have them in the store, but they had them on the website. And I got four of them. Three of them are in the trees out in front. They look fantastic. And I'm going to put that one out today. But I thought I'd share it with you guys, let you see it. Yeah, Laura Lee, I like to kind of keep an open mind about things like that. I haven't seen anything that convinces me there's ghosts. That doesn't mean I don't like a good scary movie. Was there a Baylor game yesterday? No, I was at work all day yesterday. Well, that's kind of my approach to this kind of stuff, Suzanne. If I can do it myself, I save money. You know, it would have been a couple $100 to bring an electrician in and do that, and that project cost me about $20. Yeah, in fact, this one here is kind of bland because it's just blue and white lights, but the ones out front are, I got one that's got red and green twinkling lights, and then a couple of them have like all the colors of the rainbow. So, like I said, I wanted to get four different ones of different colors, so it looks like there's a variety out there, but they look really great. In fact, it's funny when I'm driving down the street at night, when I make the turn onto my block, I can see them from when I make the turn. So. How's the pool? The pool cover is working fine now. Yeah, yeah. 2 days from now is 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. They're gonna be doing something special in Waco, and I'm gonna go down and do a vlog on that. So stay tuned on that. It'll be a few weeks away before you see it though, because I'm I've already got four videos done now. I'm gonna do one today, one tomorrow. So it'll be a couple weeks before you see it, but Waco is doing something special. And I'm gonna go down there and vlog that. Am I gonna modify my electrical schematic now? No, because nothing's changed. It's still the same. The electrical schematic is just telling me what breaker controls what outlets, and that didn't change. Wonder if there's any purple. You can go look on Home Depot. Let's see if I have could find the thing here. Let's see, I think I got an email from them. Come on. Really slow loading today. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm streaming at the moment. Yeah, just go to Home Depot and type LED Christmas Spitzer, because that's what the thing is called. And that's one of the ones right there. And you can see there what it's called. 16-inch. I'm reading it backwards. Pure white, green, red LED Christmas spritzer. So I don't know, I've never heard of anything called a spritzer, but that's what it looks like. And and they aren't that expensive. They're like $30 a piece. So like I said, I got four of them, and they're really really cool. I was very very pleased with them. Okay, so the one you're looking for, you're saying that was on his, right? Yeah, if it was one, I don't know what it would have been called. I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember specifically which one that would have been. It is supposedly really easy to search for videos on YouTube, but you kind of got to know some keyword. Let's see if I can figure it out here. Start with Jordan the Lion. That's a good place to start, right? All right. Yeah, I don't know. That could be hard one to find. Do I have any incandescent lights in the house? Or are they all LED? I think I have one incandescent lamp in the house, and that's the table lamp that's in the guest bedroom. But everything else is LED. I'm a huge fan of LEDs. Better light. I never was a huge fan of the compact fluorescent bulbs. Those things, that was a cure that was worse than the disease. Um, because those things you can't just throw them away when you're done. It's like a level 2 biohazard. You break one of those things. LEDs are a little bit more expensive, but they'll last almost forever. And they get multicolor LEDs and all that. So and all sorts of options. That thing is an LED. The lights I got going down the halls for the cats in the hallways there, those are LEDs. 14 watts on that fixture right there. That one right there in the hall. And look at all the light that thing's throwing. They have every light in the house on right now. I've got LEDs shining on the wall behind me that are lighting me up. And that's, I think, the same kind of fixture as I have in the hallway there. Did I hear Bob Dole passed away? No, I didn't. Honestly, I thought he'd passed away a long time ago. Pull up the news app here, see if there's anything about that. Like I said, I thought he died years ago. No, I guess not. I guess he died today. Rest in peace, Bob Dole. That guy lived forever, though. He had to be 100, something like that, right? How old was he? Isn't that nice having the internet and being able to look this stuff up? 93, okay. Gene's faster on the keyboard than I am. Thank you, Jeff Kidd. I didn't notice you were in here, but thank you for the Christmas super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree with you, Connie. LEDs are really the only way to go. It's a real bright light for very low power usage. Okay, everyone's saying he was 98. Yeah, he was a really old man. Have I used my fireplace yet? I've had it going a couple times, but it's actually been pretty warm for the last week or so, so I haven't been using it. I definitely don't want to burn up all that firewood until we get to the point where I actually need it. But I bet you that firewood that I have will last all winter. And I've been actually enjoying it because some of the firewood that you buy like at Home Depot or stuff like that, it actually burns really fast. This is a hard wood and it burns for a long time. Two or three logs in there and it'll go all night. He was at George H.W. Bush's funeral. Huh. Yeah, like I said, I thought he died a few years ago, so that surprised me. I heard of Poolville, Texas. No, I haven't. It was just I heard on the news the other day that Elon Musk bought a town in Texas. And I was trying to figure out which one it was because it sounded like they were describing it. It wasn't that far away. No, this was just recently though. I'm seeing it says he bought something in May, but I just heard it on the news a couple days ago, and it sounded like it was real close by. So and they described it as it had a volunteer fire department and a lake with an alligator in it. You guess you're guessing that door-to-door encyclopedia salesman won't be making a comeback anytime soon. No, probably not. Encyclopedias are basically obsolete now. We got the internet. I remember the Nixon funeral because I lived right near where he was buried, and the whole area was pretty much locked off, and there were helicopters buzzing around during that day because there were a whole bunch of presidents were there. 'Cause I think Clinton and Bush and maybe even Reagan were all there. John M. sold Collier's encyclopedias door to door in '76. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I don't know. I don't think I could be a door to door salesman. Mm. Yeah, I remember Aha. They had one song that I know. I think it's probably the only song. They're one of those one hit wonders. Yeah, well, with Chip and Joanna Gaines, you're paying for the name, but it is a little spendy. I agree. Hey, Bite, you gonna come up and visit? Huh? You make me reach for you here. Yeah, that's the only song I know from Aha. And basically, the only thing really amazing about it is the music video. Very creative music video. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and search "Aha Take on Me," and you'll see that video. I could see myself if I had the money buying an island. Now everybody's got that song in their head. That's a gift for me. And yeah, I got it in my head now too. Oh, the kids are having Mexican food. That sounds good. I wish I was with you, Jeff. I love Mexican food. Doesn't get much better than that. In fact, I made a breakfast burrito this morning for breakfast and decided to kick it up a couple notches by adding some of the habanero peppers from my garden. Good eating. Talking about food already. Already? We're almost an hour into the live stream. I'm surprised it took this long. Right? We always seem to talk about food, don't we? You gonna come up and visit? Come on, buddy. Meow. You're still upset about the belly rub, aren't you? Pickled peppers are doing really well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not one that'll sit and eat a whole jar of them, but they turned out really well. Now the jalapenos are a little mellow, but those habaneros more than make up for it. I mean, if you watched the live stream a couple of weeks ago, I ate one of them on the live stream and I was breathing fire. No, no, the neighbors didn't say anything about the tree. Any stories from work? Well, the I'm not really saying a whole lot about it, but they're actually kind of training me now to be a backup lead. So I don't know, I might have another promotion coming here. How crazy is that? No, cats didn't wake me up this morning. I woke me up this morning. Actually, as somebody who's not a morning person, I'm actually sort of turning into a morning person. Even on nights where I have to go to work, or mornings where I have to go to work, I'm waking up before the alarm goes off now. And this morning I was actually awake a little bit at like 3 a.m. and I don't like that. On my mornings to sleep in, I want to sleep in. So I hope this is something I can get over. I don't want to be waking up early. That's no fun. Lights over there looking out the window right now. That's the point of having a day off, is being able to sleep in. Well, the new responsibilities haven't come with another pay increase, but I got a nice pay increase with my promotion a few months ago. So I think right now they're just talking about me becoming a backup lead, and you know what? If they decide that that they need another lead, I'll be the first in line. So that's good. Yeah, sometimes I do take a nap, but today I think it's going to be kind of busy. I got plans. I want to put this other spritzer out in the tree today, and I want to go do something in town today. So probably not going to be much of a chance for that. Linda's still searching for the video on Jordan's vlog, huh? Yeah, I don't remember one that would have involved toilets, but it doesn't surprise me that there would be something like that. Might obviously see something that has his attention because he's staring out the window going, yeah, it's actually not in the kitchen. It's just hanging on the little lower overhang here thing. You may recall when I had the 4th of July, I had an American flag hanging here. Well, there's a couple of nails that are still there from when the American flag was, and it's just hanging on that. It's minus 11 C. Oh, that's even worse. Minus 11 C in pig tooth country here. Yeah, I wouldn't be a huge fan of shoveling snow either. Fortunately, we don't get that much of it, and even if we did, I'd probably be somebody who would get out there and get one of those snow blower things. But when we had that big snow last year, which resulted in a big, what, 3 or 4 inches of snow, I think, that was all we had. And I just let it melt on its own. It was weird. It was here for a week and it didn't change much at all. And then all of a sudden, like within a 24-hour period, it was all gone. Yeah, it's supposed to be in like the upper 70s here today. When I go out, and I told you I was going to go downtown today to see something that I'll vlog, and I'll probably wear short pants when I go. It's December and I'm wearing short pants outside. There's something wrong. Maybe there's just something wrong with me. I have a hard time walking on ice. Yeah, welcome to the club. I remember when we did have that snow here last year, and I had to go to the grocery store. The parking lot, after having cars driving over the snow all got compressed into ice, and there's a little bit of a slope in the parking lot at the HEB I go to, and it was scary, walking up that slope to get to the store. -18. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I definitely have the fire going then. Short pants and t-shirt weather. Yep, that's what I'll be wearing. Short pants and t-shirt. Of course, I'm a little weird. Even in the middle of that freak storm we had last year, it wasn't uncommon for me to, when I would go to the grocery store, I'd be wearing short pants. I don't know. I guess I'm just there. There's a little bit of California in me, I guess. I can deal with a cold short term, if I'm only going to be in it for a minute or two. I appreciate you trying, Linda. Oftentimes, it is easy to find something, but you got to know the right keywords. You know, for instance, there was one of my vlogs I had to pull up recently, and I was able to find it right off the bat just by searching the search engine. But I knew the keyword to look for too. Oh, that's no good. 48 hours to shovel your sidewalk or face a bylaw fine. Are you in an HOA, or is that something in the city or county you're in? How's my mom? My mom is good. Expecting my daily telephone call later on today. She sent me a text message last night. She seems to send me one like every Saturday now because she knows the question comes up on the live streams. But in this case, she didn't really tell a whole about what's going on in her world. She was more talking about what's going on in mine. So she knows that there's kind of a cutlery set thing I'd like for Christmas, and she just suggested I go out and buy it myself and tell her how much it is. So I don't know. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow would be a good day to go out and look for a cutlery set. What do you think? Oh, she calls in from time to time. I'm not expecting one today, but you never know if she's watching, and she could just call in. She doesn't usually watch them live though. She usually watches the playback. Okay, it's about health and safety. Yeah, you make you do it even though the city owns it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, Suzanne's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Suzanne. It was good talking to you. In view of potholes, yeah, yeah. It's your job to shovel the sidewalk, but they don't have to fix the potholes. Yeah, that sounds about right. Some snow, 30s and 40s, 20 out, 28 out, and today, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Let me go see what the temperature is. They were predicting mid 70s, so I'm sure we're kind of getting close to that. Low 70s right now, 73. But that's still a nice day, right? Short pants and t-shirt weather. You gonna come up and visit? No kitty treats if you don't join the live stream. Meow. Does that mean I don't care? Or does that mean I don't care I'm fat enough already? I think it's a ladder. It's a ladder, isn't it? Yeah. You're fat enough already. Sometimes the kitty treat jar would get Nibble's attention too, but I don't see her either. When's the next lawn mowing? Actually, we're kind of into the season now where the lawn stops growing. But what I'm doing is I'm using the lawnmower as a yard sweep because the leaves are coming out of the tree like crazy. In fact, I'm looking at the tree right now, and it looks like most of the leaves are out now. So hopefully, if I sweep the lawn one final time, that should be just about it because there's not a whole lot left up there. In fact, a lot of leaves have dropped just in the last week. Maybe they're almost done now. Wonder if potholes can turn into sinkholes. I don't know. I think those are two different things. Although I do think you can sink into a pothole. But you can't pot into a sinkhole. Funny how that works, huh? One of those little paradoxes in life. Like, why do we drive on the parkway and park on the driveway? Hear a little commotion from Nibble's room. I wonder if she's coming out. Yep, I see her now. Peeking around the corner. Right there. The orange face peeking around the corner at us. And then, of course, Bite hanging out right here. Right? Nibble didn't even take a shot at that one. Always a gentleman, Bite. Always. And Nibble got that one. You're wondering where yours is, too. You just ate 2 of Nibble's, so. You can watch her eat those. I don't know where it even went. It'll just be one of those you'll find someday. You'll eat it and it'll all be covered with cat hair. Okay. Enough of that. Anything above 50 degrees is perfect for Mark. I get it. What breed are the cats? I don't know. I think they're the feline equivalent of mutts. Tabbies, domestic short hairs. I don't know what they call them. They're just bite and nibble. What's on the back of the coat? Oh, that's my Phantasmic jacket. I used to work at a show at Disneyland called Phantasmic, and we all got Phantasmic jackets. Well, we had to pay for them, but that's kind of a cool. Has a kind of cool embroidery of the Phantasmic logo. It's actually one of the nicer jackets I got from Disney. So, answer to your question, it's warm too. It's a really warm jacket. Ah! Well, it looks like a tuxedo cat. Okay, I'll take your word for that. I think he looks more like an orca. That's really the only way to give the cats exercise because, yeah, I mean, except for sleeping and eating, that's the only motion they get is when they're chasing the kitty treats. And it's probably self-destructive anyway, because, or at least self-defeating, because, any calories they burn off running is probably built back up again from the kitty treat. Yeah, it's a really warm jacket. This morning, laundry with Breck. Yeah, you'll notice that that hasn't been one of my vlog subjects. I do have my limits. Yeah, let's watch me clean my underwear. Yeah, everybody wants to see that. Just don't think you'd watch that. Hi, Tracy. What's the ETA on the cabinets? Right now, they're talking about the 17th, I think. But I don't know. They screwed up royally because I went in there about a week ago to check up, just to verify because originally they said I'd have them on the 10th, and I hadn't heard anything, so I wanted to kind of find out what was going on. Well, I went to Lowe's. They called their contractor. Apparently, their contractor hadn't even started them yet. Apparently, there was one part they didn't have, and because they didn't have that one part, they put the whole order on hold. And the only reason we found out about it is because I decided to go in and check up on them to see what was going on. So I don't know. Lowe's is kind of blowing it again, I think. Yeah, that's true. The cats are from the lost and found breed. Yeah, it's always something with Lowe's. It makes me wonder why I even went back to them. Because you remember how they blew it before. Yeah, I've seen those cat exercise wheels, but the problem is I wouldn't get the cats in there. The only way to make that thing work is I'd have to put a motor on it and then it'd be like the cats in the dryer. Hello, Roberta. Yeah, cats are. Yeah, those two are almost literally are back alley cats. I mean, you have to go back and watch one of my earliest videos when I explained how they came into my life. Yeah, they're sweet kitties, so I think I'll keep them. Looking for the appearance of my Lowe's Blows shirt. That'd be a great one. We have the limited edition T-shirt that we made way, way, way back about the pods, and now we can have a Lowe's Blows shirt. That's a good idea. Flash is right where she's been for the last year and a half. I'm sure she's hibernating right now. I've been to all the places I want to eat in Waco and surrounding area. I've been to a lot of places, but I got to admit, ever since I moved into the house, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of eating out. It's a lot easier now just to cook at home. Plus the fact, I got food to eat, from the vlogs I do and stuff like that. So, and since we're doing more of those, I got to eat those, eat all that stuff up, or it goes bad. Gene's checking out to go to church. Thanks for stopping in, Gene. It was good to see you here. Yeah, I use the smoker from time to time. It takes a little bit longer. So if you're going to use the smoker, you got to prepare ahead of time and be ready to start like a couple hours earlier. The smoker is definitely a slow cooker thing, but I've been enjoying it. If nothing else, it makes the yard smell fantastic. Okay, Bite's over there. He's just on the other side of the couch here. I can't, probably won't be able to see him. Low and slow. Yep, that's true. I did a smoked turkey last year for Thanksgiving. It was pretty good. Company won't be having an official Christmas party, but they were talking about like a gift exchange kind of thing. And maybe the department going out and having dinner as we get closer. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The Christmas events aren't really being used, aren't really being organized by the company. It seems to be individuals in the department that are proposing the ideas. So I don't know. That'll be kind of fun, I guess. Yeah, I guess I've heard that there's treadmills for cats too, but the only way they get the cats on it is, like tie a leash to them or something like that, and then they'd probably just end up dragging them rather than making them walk. Well, I put up some Christmas decorations. I got Christmas lights in the front yard, you know, including a couple of those things. Got those hanging from the trees in the front. They look nice. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping yet. But I'm usually, a gift card kind of person anyway. A lot of people in my family are just really horrible at getting back to you and saying, "Hey, this is what I want." So I'll get them a gift card and they can find what they want. It's a lot easier. My nephew and niece are both in their early 20s, and so kind of hard to shop for. Am I going to get anything for the cats for Christmas? I don't know. Maybe trying to figure out whether they've been good or bad. They've just kind of been there. They sleep a lot. They eat a lot. Come out for mooch for kitty treats on live streams. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. I usually get a text message from her on Saturday night because she knows the question comes up on the live streams. I got one yesterday. Didn't really give me any updates or any news. She did mention in our talk last week that she had decorated the front porch area of her apartment and thought it looked really Christmassy. She's still trying to work out the final details, though. There's a little section of the steps where apparently she didn't get a long enough piece of holly, and the extension cord for the lights wasn't long enough. So Mark still wears his Escaping the Mouse t-shirt. Thank you for helping get the word out there. It's almost a TV show. Yeah, they kind of meow a lot. That's true. Any watching any Christmas movies? What did I see? Oh, I watched. I pulled Christmas Story out a couple of days ago. It was actually inspired by one of my neighbors because let's see, make sure I can do this without revealing anything here. I noticed that one of my neighbors had that in their front yard or in their front window, the leg lamp and the BB gun, and so I snapped a picture of it and sent that to Jordan because I know he'd get a kick out of that because he's a big fan of that movie, A Christmas Story, and he even has one of those leg lamps. He told me he was disappointed that I didn't have one of those in my window. But I'll go plow through all the Christmas movies before too long here. Yeah, Christmas Story isn't a bad movie. I'll of course be pulling Jordan's movie out and watching that one, and we'll watch Christmas Vacation, and we'll probably watch Die Hard and Ernest Saves Christmas. That's always a favorite. Scrooge, I always watch that one. Probably do gift cards for the family this year. That's it's hard to buy for family members because a lot of them are not the best people at telling you what they want. So if you get a gift card, then you know what they'll use that, and that's how it goes. You don't tell me what you want, then you're gonna have to pick it out yourself. I'm just funny that way. You watch Trading Places, huh? That's a good movie. Actually, not one I have in my collection, but Female Trouble's kind of yeah, yes. At least it starts out a Christmas movie. It all started because she didn't get her cha-cha heels. We love the great outdoors with John Candy. Yeah, John Candy was a great actor. Gone too soon. Does the gift card include my 376,000 subscribers? I don't have 376,000. I have 37.6 thousand subscribers. Actually, it would be 3.76K if you're going to do it that way. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased to see that number going up. You know, I'm for the longest time it was like stalled at like 3,300, but I've only been at 3,700 for a month or so. So, and it's going up a couple every day. So, you know what? I'll take it. I like it that new people keep tuning in and checking it out. But I also like it that the same old friends come back time after time after time and watch the live streams, every week. That's the only reason I do this. There's what 43 people in here right now, and it's just you're all like friends. It's fun talking to you each week. I get to, even though I don't even know what most of you look like, I get to the point where I know the name, and kind of, learn your personalities based on the conversations that we've had. So it is literally like talking to friends. Yeah, I saw Polar Express once. I wasn't really that into it. Those of you who have been here for a long time, you guys are, of course, aware of this movie, but it's getting that time now. It's time to promote this one again. If you've never seen this movie, this one, Jordan's in this one. So if you get a chance, there's the website right there, or you can buy it. Good movie, recommend it. And there is our hero right there. You recognize that guy, right? Funny movie. So we'll be watching that one this year, definitely. I consider you all my friends, Linda. It looks fall somewhere between Brad Pitt and Barney Fife, huh? Wow. Who has the oldest fruitcake? You mean there's more than one? I always thought it was just the same one that just got passed from person to person. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No competition. Yes, absolutely. No debate. Absolutely a Christmas movie. In fact, some friend of mine on Facebook posted, what's your favorite movie and why is it Die Hard? And I said, what I love about Die Hard is, and that the thing that's missing in in other Christmas movies, there's not enough killing. There's enough killing in Die Hard. What do I want for Christmas? I found when I was out a couple weeks ago looking at, let's see, I don't even know if I have a picture of it. I'll probably find it online here. But I was out looking for actually Christmas tree ornaments for the front yard. Uh, and I went into a local, there it is. I went into a local Barnes and Nobles and come on. And as I was wandering around the store, I found this coffee table book from a photographer named Gildersleeve, who is a very famous photographer in Waco. And I asked my mom for that, and I've got a picture of it here, but unfortunately, yeah, that's the picture of the book here. He's a very very famous photographer who took a lot of pictures of Waco back like turn of the century, and I've seen it. As I got into Waco and became a resident here, his pictures pop up all over the place. And in fact, some of the pictures that I've used in some of my vlogs have been some of his images. And I saw that coffee table book. I said that'd be a cool thing to have. And my mom was looking for something to that she could wrap up and stuff like that. And so I asked her for that. I also kind of am looking for a nice cutlery set. People keep saying that when I'm doing my cooking videos, that it's crazy. I'm using steak knives to cut things up, and I think I finally taken the hint. So I'm going to try and get a nice cutlery set for Christmas, and so we'll see how that works. And then my mom's going to help a little bit with the kitchen cabinets if they ever come. Yeah, they have it on Amazon, and they have it, and you can get it on Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. But I was actually kind of hoping maybe to find it in some local vendor here in Waco. They had it, like I said, in a local Barnes and Noble, but the dust cover was pretty torn up on the two copies they had. So I wanted to get a good one, a good set. Prefer to go to local vendors if I can. Must be coming to the end of the live stream. We're coming to the end of the vodka here. I don't know. I don't know if my sister watches the live streams. I know my mom does. And I guess her brother in Minnesota watches some of them. I don't know if he watches all of them, but every once in a while, my mom mentions that that my uncle was really impressed with this video or that video. What gifts do I remember getting as a kid? I always loved my Legos, um, and I got an erector set when I was a kid. That was kind of fun. One of the big things one of the years was a light bright. Remember those? I got one of those when I was a kid. I think one of my favorite toys was it was called a vertibird. And it was basically a little helicopter thing that you could fly. It had actual it was a helicopter, had blades that spun, and basically was attached to a wire. And the blade spun, you could lift it off the ground and fly it around and stuff like that. I had a couple of those. That was a favorite toy. Uh-oh, Linda's battery's dying. Thanks for stopping in, Linda. Good seeing you. Shoot your eye out, kid. Yeah, right. Stretch Armstrong. Yeah, I never had one of those. I think that was a little bit after my time. There's a web page that or a Facebook page I follow called the Kings of Random. I don't know if you've ever heard it. Um, but what they do is just do random things. I remember one of the things they did is they wanted to see how much a Armstrong would stretch. And what they did is they like poked a hole in one of them and then blew it up with air. And it literally got to like this big before it burst. How about a chemistry set? I had one, but I didn't really understand that much about chemistry at the time. So all I ended up doing is spraying blue gunk all over the side of the house. Yeah, I remember GI Joe. I don't think I ever had one with Kung Fu grip, but yeah, Did I ever have a small gas powered airplane? No, I never had one of those. I have a couple of like remote control helicopters. You can kind of see them up there, but I never really got to the point where I could fly them. So they're more for looking at this point. I think probably a lot of the ones now are a little easier to fly because those, you had to really know what you're doing, and it was really hard to make them fly. I think it'd be fun to get like a drone at some point. Early, can't remember what toys from her kid from childhood, huh? All right, Black Dot's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. Always good to talk to you. Yeah, yeah. My dad had an electric train set with the cars, the tracks that you put together. In fact, one of my regrets is he had the engine when he died, and I didn't quite get to that part of his room when we were cleaning out. Otherwise, I would have definitely made sure to take that with me. I got the rest of the cars and I got the tracks, but I lost the engine. That was sad. Somebody probably picked up that and didn't even know what they got because that was his when he was a kid. Any plans on visiting the field with the remote control airplanes? I'd like to. I still follow their page on Facebook, but the problem is most of their events happen on Saturday, and I'm working on Saturdays. So um, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll just go out there and see what's going on. The one time I went out there was when it was really active. That one time it was on a Saturday, but that was before I was working. So I don't know. We'll try and get out there at some point. But that was fun too. Like I said, I still see postings from them from time to time, and they have events. Uh, just hasn't been a good opportunity to do it because it's always on Saturdays. I was hoping I could put a GoPro in one of those things. Can you imagine some of the footage you get from that? Do I own a drone? No, no. I'd like to get one, but they're expensive. A good one's expensive. Have you from Jordan? I assume you're asking, have I heard from Jordan? Yeah, he sends me text messages every once in a while, or I send him something. I sent him a couple pictures from a vlog that's going to be coming up in a few weeks, and he thought that was kind of cool that I went there. He was talking about how he went to George Washington's place, George Washington's house. I guess that's been up now. I like the fact that he kind of shares things with me that that are coming out. In fact, I was just looking. There's something there he's going to do at some point that I don't think it hasn't come up yet, but that'll be a good one. I remember the Evil Knievel set. Yeah, that was fun. Am I planning on a better telescope? I'd like to have a better telescope, but at this point, not at this point. A good telescope is really expensive. I think it'd be fun to have one that I could like hook a camera up to and either do live streams or at least shoot video that I could put on the vlogs. See, that would have to be a requirement to for any telescope I got. It would have to be able to be digital ready so that I could hook a camera up to it and get photos or videos of stuff because I think that'd be great content. In fact, we got a comet that's supposed to be coming through here pretty quick. Looking forward to seeing that. That might be something I might pull the telescope out for. Yeah, it's about 10 to 1 right now here in Texas. I looked at the temperature, it was mid 70s, and it's kind of overcast here to do today too. They're predicting maybe some rain and definitely maybe some rain tomorrow. So looking forward to that. You like the vlog on the memorial? Yeah, that was just something I stumbled upon as I was going to that car parts dinosaur thing. I drove by that and said, "Oh man!" The first thing I saw was the reference to the Challenger thing. I said, "Well, I got to go back and look at that afterwards," and then I saw all the rest of it too. Actually, a couple of days from now is the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, and Waco is doing something special for that. And so I'm going to go down on Tuesday, and we're going to vlog that, and that'll be an upcoming vlog. You'll have something to look forward to there. How's my lava lamp? I think if there's an issue with lava lamps, I think over time they don't work as well because it doesn't. Mine doesn't make the bubbles anymore. What ends up happening is the wax either stays on the bottom or goes to the top, and maybe there's little teeny tiny bubbles floating around. So I don't know. Maybe I could get a new one. Thanks, Tracy. Good to see you too. You have a nice day. Some viewers have found out where Jordan lives. Well, okay. I guess when you have 200,000 subscribers, it's maybe not something you're going to be able to keep a secret forever. If you hear about it, just don't say. He doesn't want people knowing. And if it's on the Facebook page, report it, and one of us admins will delete it. Jordan deserves his privacy. He does a lot for us. And all he asks is that, he be able to maintain a little privacy. So, let's let him do that. Yeah, that's what I do think it would be fun to have a drone and get some aerial views of things. I know if anyone posted his address on Facebook, that person would get blocked and deleted immediately. Has it been 41 years since John Lennon was shot? Wow. Gosh, I'm old. Am I a gadget guy? I assume that's what you're asking. Definitely. I love gadgets. Have I been to Chip and Joanna's restaurant? No, I haven't. Hey, Brad's brain, how you doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, Christmas season's going well. Yeah, exactly. It's nobody's business. Jordan wants to share parts of his life and doesn't want to share other parts of his life. That's where it should end. Like I say, if you're on the Facebook page and you see somebody posted, flag it so us moderators find out because we'll get rid of that right away. Yeah, if I was going to go do the remote control helicopter thing, I think I probably would do that Hot Mac remote control airplane thing group because I know that somebody there would help. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. It's not in the original, but yeah, definitely flag it if the to another fan page and because like I said, he doesn't want that out there. I don't blame him. Are there cheesecake places? You mean like the Cheesecake Factory, or just a place that makes cheesecakes? I don't know. It's not been one of those things that's come up very often where I wake up and say, "Gee, I could really go for a cheesecake." But there used to be a place in California called the Cheesecake Factory, and we went there a bunch of times. Think I'll give you any restaurant reviews. Anything could happen. Like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of restaurant reviews ever since I moved into the house. But I keep doing the cooking vlogs, and people watch those. So a store that has cheesecake. I don't know. Like I said, it's not one of those things I look for very often. But I'm sure if I had a, craving for one, I could find it. Yeah, I love barbecue anything. Barbecue chicken, barbecue pork, barbecue ribs. Never had brisket before I came to Wood, Texas, but I like that. Yeah, there's not much that the Facebook moderators can do about what's on YouTube, but if you've alerted the moderators, that's the best thing you can do. We'll keep it off the Facebook page. There's some creeps out there, and that's just the way it is. You see the T-shirt? Yeah, this is my David Omen house shirt. So that's the house at the end of the drive. That's the house where the Manson murders happened. That's the gate going into the Cielo Drive house. And if you remember Jordan's video, it was a few years ago. We went into the David Omen house when he was out doing a bus tour with Dearly Departed, and we ended up there. And then Jordan and I ended up there a couple weeks later, and he did a live stream from the house. And I got the T-shirt there. I like the nature walks and like how I can stabilize the camera. Yeah, the camera I have has a really good stabilizing feature to it. So it's the camera that's doing most of that. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty good at holding the camera steady, but when you're walking, there's a little bit of bouncing. The camera does a good job stabilizing that. I don't know about drunk footage, though. I'm not sure we're going to go there. Hi, VNA. Yeah, you got in the last couple minutes. No, I know. I've never had turducken either. What's my favorite barbecue sauce? Honestly, I'm not experienced enough in order to be able to answer that question at this point. I've bought a few things that I've liked, but I like something that's tangy, got a little bite to it. Am I going to California for Christmas? I don't think so. It'll probably be shortly after Christmas, maybe in January or something. I keep meaning to talk to my boss about when I can take some time off, and then it just doesn't work. So that's really what it's that's really the big thing. I don't think it would be a big deal to do it, but at some point, I'll have to just kind of take that step. Yeah, I don't think anybody has seen the outside of his house, and that's by design. He doesn't want that. It looks like a really nice house, though. He deserves it too. He's worked hard for that. I'm happy for him. He and Jaw deserve a nice place to live. Well, I mean, for one thing, I'm confident Jordan can take care of himself. He's a big boy. So, you know, yeah, yeah, he loves the swimming pool. I guess there was a swimming pool in the house he grew up in, so I guess it was just a matter of time before he got his own place. But I know he's happier now than I think I've ever seen him before. No, Eric's doing a Christmas vlogmas. That's a good idea. I've heard that Jordan's trying to get Jaw into the pool. And Jordan or Jaw's had a couple of bad experiences with water, so that may be a challenge. Jaw doesn't even like going outside when it rains, so I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. It may just be a gradual thing, and it may be something that never happens. I mean, I got pictures of me and Jaw when I was on a sail on a paddleboard way back here. I don't know. I did not even be on this phone here. Go way back to the beginning here. There were pictures shot by my dad, so yeah, there's the little guy sleeping on the couch here. That was one of the times when he was hanging out at my place. Yeah, it might not even be on this phone. Dog just used to get so sad when Jordan would go, and he'd be so happy when Jordan came back. Yeah, I'm not going to go find it right now. Yeah, yeah. There is a specific individual that's been kind of going after Jordan and something. And that guy's come after me too a little bit, but I guess I'm not big enough to attract his attention. No worries. I don't care. The guy's a loser. Anybody whose entire identity is about stalking people who are on YouTube, that's it's a loser. Yeah, just keep the if you see anything, flag it immediately on the Facebook page. Um, and and I know Jordan monitors the comments in his videos, and so if somebody puts it in there, he'll take care of that right away. And Jordan is quick to block people who don't play by the rules. So, jaw ever met bite and nibbles? Yeah, it was never going to be a good match though because Jaw's first instinct is to chase and bite nibbles' first instinct is to run. So it's not going to happen. They're not going to be ever good friends. Yeah, Jaw's a great dog. I've never been a huge fan of little dogs. Every dog I've ever had has been a big dog, but Jaw is a great ambassador for small dogs. He's just such a happy and friendly little dog. They remove dislikes from YouTube. Yeah, good riddance. Anyway, I've kind of put in my 4 hours or 2 hours or whatever it is, and so I think we're going to pull the plug on this. Oh, hello, Breck stopped in. How you doing? Got in the last second here. I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, Peg's got shoveling to do. Not going to wait 48 hours, huh? Yeah, yeah. I think we're going to pull the plug on this. Sorry, Breck. You got in at the last second, but this will be up for playback in a couple hours. So I think that's all I got for today. Going to go out and do a vlog today. I also want to hang up the other spritzer in the yard before I go. So I'll catch you next week, everyone. Have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.